I'm begging you to get lean. Yes, you heard me right. And I'm gonna explain to you why you need to get as lean as you can first if your goal is to build muscle. But why should you listen to me? I get it. I wasted months making this one mistake that kept me stuck in the same place, unable to make progress. And today I wanna tell you what happened, what you're doing wrong right now, and why you need to get lean if you're serious about building muscle. I wanna tell you a quick story about myself. This is me when I started lifting back in 2021. And looking at these pictures, you can clearly see I was pretty skinny and I was trying to put on muscle. I also knew nothing about counting calories and how slow natural progress is. And so I did what every beginner does. I started eating more.
You need to eat more!
Some people refer to this as dirty bulk. And although I was eating mostly clean food, the number on the scale started going up rapidly. A few months later, I looked like this. I filled up my shirt and I was getting compliments, which made the whole thing worse and made me continue this dirty bulk disaster. I didn't realize at the time, but this was a huge mistake and it cost me a lot of wasted time and progress I didn't make because I was gaining weight too fast. You may be in the exact same position right now. You've heard that you should spend your first few years building muscle and not worrying about cutting. And so you listen to that advice and stop paying attention to how fat you're becoming in the process of building muscle. But why is that a problem? You're gaining mostly muscle, right? Not exactly. You see, there's a hormone your body releases when you eat carbs and protein. It's called insulin, and its primary role is blood regulation. One of the major things responsible for the muscle building process is something called insulin sensitivity, which is your body's ability to partition nutrients and store them inside muscle or fat cells. If you just keep eating a lot of food in hopes to build muscle, but you gain a lot of fat in the process, you also increase the number of fat cells in your body. And the more body fat you accumulate, your body simply understands that higher body fat level is now a regular state, and it starts driving nutrients you get from food into fat cells. Basically, you just become fatter instead of muscular. If your body prioritizes nutrient drive to the fat cells, it automatically decreases nutrient delivery to the muscle cells. A sad reality is that a lot of people aren't really able to gain much muscle, since their body is inefficient and incapable of storing nutrients inside the muscle cells due to already high body fat levels. And the general rule is, the leaner you are, the more insulin sensitive you are. And the more insulin sensitive you are, it'll be easier for you to get lean, stay lean, and gain muscle. Even though it sounds counterintuitive, the best thing you can do if your goal is to build muscle is to get as lean as you can first, and weigh yourself every single day first thing in the morning. And once you notice you are around 15% body fat, do a mini cut and keep yourself decently lean at all times. This picture shows how much muscle you can expect to gain naturally in the first few years, and it just puts in perspective that it takes a lot more time to build any meaningful amount of muscle, and you shouldn't try to gain weight as fast as you can, because it will most likely only be in the form of fat. Also, don't get discouraged thinking that you can build muscle in a calorie deficit, because it's been proven that if you're a beginner or obese or detrained, you can build muscle and lose fat at the same time if you eat a sufficient amount of protein and train with enough intensity. I've covered why you need to get lean first to maximize your muscle building potential, but even if you manage to get lean, perhaps will probably look flat if you don't know how to actually train them. So check out this video where I talk about everything you need to know to build an amazing set of abs. Thank you for watching.